The Triple Tree Automatic Pet Feeder, model WSQ01. Setup and use. First, put in 3 D-sized batteries at the bottom of the pet feeder. Turn on the black power switch. Feeding time setup. The display functions are the on and off button, setup, warning light, food intake, hour and minute, recording, play and manual button, and microphone. Holding down the setup button will change the screen to setup mode. Release the button, then keep pressing it until you reach the current time, located at the bottom of the display screen. Adjust the time by using the hour and minute button. Not pressing any buttons will go back to the display mode. Holding down the setup button will go back to setup mode. After holding down setup mode, hold down the recording button to record your voice to let your pet know it's feeding time. Recording can last up to 10 seconds. To hear the recording, hold down the play button. To delete the recording, hold down the record button for 1 second in setup mode. Press the manual button to dispense the pet food manually. When the warning light flashes, it means the battery is low or it is time to refill the food container of the pet feeder. Press the on and off button to stop the warning light from flashing. Setting up the feeding times for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the additional meal. First, hold down the setup button. The setup for breakfast time automatically appears first. While in setup mode, adjust the time to start the breakfast feeding time using the hour and minute buttons. While in setup mode, adjust how many portions of dry pet food for the feeding time by using the food intake button. 1 portion is 10 grams of pet food. You can set up to 36 portions max per feeding time. Use the on and off button to turn on or off the feeding time. While in setup mode, set up the rest of the feeding times using the intake button, hour and minute buttons, and on and off button. The display mode shows the current time, feeding times, status of battery life, food refill warning, and optional voice recording. Use the DC5V 1.0A USB cord with a compatible port to plug in the automatic pet feeder. With the batteries and USB plugged in, the pet feeder will automatically switch to batteries if power outage happens, or you could use either one or the other. Insert feeding box at the base of the pet feeder. Push down the lid with both thumbs and slide upwards to open the pet food container area. At the bottom there is a brush DC motor sensor to prevent the food from getting stuck or blocked. Pour in dry pet food in the container and close the lid on top. Food will dispense according to the feeding times that were set. Press and hold down the manual button to dispense food if needed. Hold it down for the amount you wish to come out. The feeding box and container are able to be taken out to efficiently clean them using a clean wipe. This concludes the setup and use for the Triple Tree Automatic Pet Feeder. Thank you for watching.